Hey everyone, Mr. MC here. This is a lap guide for Mount Panorama with a Group 4 Nissan Silvia. We're on the racing medium tires with BOP on and tuning disabled. So let's go ahead and get started with the lap guide right away, where you rev the heck out of this car using every single rev that you've got, and bring us up towards the right side of the track as you're braking at around the 80 meter mark. Brake as much as you can, shifting down to second gear for a bit more rotation, turn in after you pass the 50 meter board, and as you're about to hit the apex, go up to third gear and get on the throttle right away. And be careful about the curves that are on the inside of the turn, as if you get on the throttle as you hit those curves, that can potentially spin you out. And again, use every single rev that you've got. Bring yourself towards the left side of the track, and you're braking just after you pass the 100 meter board, so where this path on the left is. Full braking power, going on to third gear, and you want to get as close as you can to the curb that is on the right and get on the throttle as soon as you can to try to maintain that momentum. Bring yourself towards the right, and just as you hit the apex of this left turn, this is where you want to start to brake, but you will do quite a bit of trail braking, so braking hard for a short moment, then controlling your braking power as you're getting ready to turn in. Go down to second gear for more rotation, but just like the first turn, go up to third gear and get on the throttle as soon as you can. Then bring yourself towards the left, turn in just as you pass the happy little tree that is on the left. It is possible to take this turn flat out, but you might need to do a little courtesy lift to make sure that you don't hit the walls. Little bit of throttle control as you go through these next couple of turns to make sure that once again you don't hit the walls. Lift off of throttle just before you pass the track marshals on the right and turn in. Go up to fifth gear just as you're doing that, and again just try to maintain as much momentum as possible. Then brake before you go under the RH sign, so this is where you're going to do a lot of trail braking, slowly making your way down to third gear, so don't go down way too quickly, otherwise you will lose control of the car. Then turn in as you pass the track marshals on the left, trying to stay tight towards the right side of the track. You can briefly go down to second gear for a bit more rotation, as you saw me do just that. I'll do it again for the dipper right here, using a little bit of braking to set myself up for the dipper. Then start to brake just as you start to make this right turn, so just as you're passing these signs on the left, stay towards the right, and you want to go out full braking power just as the wall on the right turns blue. Bring yourself down to second gear, and you can try to take a tighter line through this hairpin. Get on the throttle as soon as you can. Use every single rev you've got on second gear, then shift up to third gear. Again, just keep revving the heck out of this car. Here is the penalty serving zone, so please do not get a penalty, as it will really hurt your pace if you do have to serve one. Then get ready to bring yourself towards the right side of the track, looking for the 150 meter board, as that is your next braking point. So brake as close as you can to it, full braking power, turning in at the 50 meter board. Briefly go down to second gear for more rotation, but just as you hit the apex, go up to third gear and get on the throttle as soon as you can. Then bring yourself towards the right side of the track, as your final braking point is the 100 meter board. Brake as much as you can, going down to second gear for more rotation, turning in just as the grass on the right ends, and again go down to second gear for more rotation, but exit on third gear and get on the throttle as soon as you can. In a moment we'll go through all this again, but this time I will not stop the video. Alright, so here we are getting ready to start the new lap, braking at around the 80 meter mark, going on to second gear for more rotation, but exit on third gear. Be careful about touching the curb on the left, as that can get pretty sketchy if you get on the throttle as you're hitting that curb. And again, just rev the absolute heck out of the Silvia. Bring yourself towards the left side of the track. You're looking for the path on the left just after the 100 meter board, as that is your next braking point. Trying to maintain as much momentum as possible, as now you're starting to go uphill, getting on the throttle as soon as you can. As you hit the apex of this left turn right here, this is where you want to do a lot of trail braking, going down to second gear for more rotation, but exit on third gear, getting a little aggressive with the throttle. This right turn, you can take it flat out. You might need to do a little courtesy lift to make sure that you don't graze the wall on the left. A little bit of throttle control for this left turn, and lift off of throttle just before you go over this little hill. That way you can turn in a bit more. Then brake before you go under the Audi R8 sign, slowly shifting down to third gear. You can briefly go down to second gear for a bit more rotation, but exit on third gear, especially as you go through the dipper. Brake as you make this right turn. Try to maintain a nice tight line as you go through this really sharp hairpin. It's a bit of a blind turn, so you will need to be a bit confident about when you want to get on the throttle. And again, just keep revving the heck out of this car. Here is the penalty steering zone, so make sure you don't get a penalty if you're going to do a race here at Mount Panorama. Again, just keep revving the heck out of this car. Bring yourself towards the right side of the track. Brake as close as you can to the 150 meter board. Turn in at the 50 meter board. Second gear for more rotation. Third gear as you exit the turn. Bring yourself towards the right side of the track. Look for the 100 meter board, as that is your final braking point. And again, second gear for more rotation, but exit on third gear. Get on the throttle as soon as you can. And with this, I was able to get a 210.9. So that's going to be it for this lap guide. Hopefully it helps you out a bit, but that is all for me. So thank you for the support, and thank you to the channel members for also supporting the channel as well. This is Mr. MCA, and I'll see you in the next video.